And I remember too on that show, we had like 14 minutes. Okay. I'm like, 14 minutes of Sting. Shit. This is
the time.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Like, and, he doesn't like talk a lot. And I'm kind of still pretty green where I think I have to call everything. But then we were in the the opening promo segment led by Andy and a conglomerate of people out there getting pointless business across where it went 6 minutes over because this is when you're doing live TV. Yeah. And then there was another segment and I'm just standing at the go position or gorilla watching our time dwindle. And it's like
minutes is going down, right?
I'm like, oh, it's like 10, 9, 8, 5. So, can you get this match done in 6? I'm like, yeah. So coming out there, this like kind of built up moment in my head to go against the legend was kind of like a rush and unsatisfactory and unfulfilling, It was unfortunate.
You know what? That happened quite a bit down there.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I really, that really bothered me about it was your time got cut because everybody wanted to go over.
Right.
And there were no strict rules. If we had something that said, hey, you're going to be fined $1,000 if you go over, now, you're going to make sure you make the time.
Yeah. And one thing you have to love about WWE is that it's a cardinal sin to go over and it's unacceptable to a point. And if you're on shows like coming from TV to TV and like somebody needs to be in charge of this and somebody needs to be a bad guy sometimes and somebody needs to police this. And I think AEW has this a lot when I watch it where it's just like, that's way too long, guys. Yeah. And then you can see the main event work kind of checked out because they suffered the aftermath of somebody going 4 minutes over when it's completely unnecessary. But who has to police that short of who lies at the top? Or is it something that a locker room has to police? So the other day I had a seminar tryout before my Exodus Pro show where we had Billy Corgan come in. And on day one, I gave the guys 5 minutes for a match, a minute for your promo. And there was some leeway, 5:20, I don't care. Minute 5, that's okay. But day 2, we only have Billy for 2 hours. Like his attention's very valuable. We have him for 2 hours. We need to do 12 matches and 16 promos if everybody wants to get evaluated. And I have to be strict. I have to cut you off. These promos have to go 45. These matches have to go 4. There's no other way about it. And there was a couple times they started going over and, you feel like a bad guy because you're pulling an opportunity away. But at the same time, it's the ultimate test because how can you get a job on TV if you can't do TV?
Gotta listen. Exactly.
I'll jump in real quick here because that's something that Arn Anderson talks about a lot on his podcast is, hey, it's not about you in that moment. You're taking someone else's time away. You're being disrespectful to another wrestler and the time that they've earned to be on television. And he will say, if, we got young wrestlers listening to this, you need to be respectful of your, fellow wrestlers and the fact that they also have earned that right to be on TV. So it's just not about you and, oh, I went over. It's disrespectful to those that have earned that TV time.
It really is. And, somebody has to, again, play that bad guy. But it's even on an independent level, like your 8-minute match that should open the show going 16, like you have ruined the entire momentum of the card. And if these promoters are dumb enough to pay me a bunch of money to come in, I'm not happy with that. Like, I don't want to go last. This show's going to be 4 hours. The crowd's going to be dead and they're going to be happy.
Right.
Good point.
Well,
kids.